So everyone always talks about the advantages of being very attractive, and I'm not denying that they exist, but nobody talks about the disadvantages that come with being very good looking. Now, I obviously can't make this video about myself without sounding very conceited, so I'm gonna give you guys a hypothetical that you can possibly imagine that will prove the point. Now that I think about it, me just even saying that I'm gonna sound conceited might be one of the disadvantages also. I can't even be confident in myself without sounding cocky or arrogant. Anyways, on to the scenario. So imagine you're a very attractive girl. I know, right? What a life. Here's the catch. Before even meeting you, people have the assumption that you are stupid, that you provide nothing of value except for your physical appearance. That's one. Number two, you have to be cautious and wary of every single person you meet because you don't know what their intentions are. If it's a guy and you just want to make friends, you very well could be pretending to be interested into what you have to say just so he can smash. If it's a girl, they could very well be envious of you for what you have because physically they are lacking and you are not. And that causes a whole lot of drama. Trust me, I've seen it. But yeah, you will also constantly be harassed by the opposite gender or just anyone really who's attracted to you because they're all trying to get in your pants. Let's say you have a boyfriend or you're just not interested in the person that's trying to approach you. AKA, you are not inviting that approach from that person. You don't want that to happen. It's gonna happen. And even when you try to reject them, they might be persistent and you just want to be left alone. Here's another disadvantage. No matter how you look, you are still human. So you are still insecure. You are still going to be self-conscious. You are still going to care what other people think. But nobody is going to validate those feelings of yours just because you're attractive. Like, oh yeah, you're self-conscious? If I look like that, I would never... You get the idea. I know I said I wasn't going to make this video about myself, but I kind of had to include this one. If you are an attractive guy, every girl you talk to, no matter what your intentions are, gonna think you're a player. They're gonna think you're a fuckboy. They're gonna think you're not serious. They will have a hard time trusting you because they believe you have options, which whether you do or don't is not the point. So yeah, I'm not saying that the advantages don't exist and they are very useful, but a lot of people make it out to seem like this perfect scenario that if you're attractive, you have exactly no problems. Like life is, you're chilling, you're coasting in life. Like that is not the case. There are some disadvantages and maybe some of the ones that I listed are something that you've overlooked, but I don't know. Let me know what you think.